All right, everyone, welcome back to Power Sports Talk. We got Erin Polsey and Brady Gibb. Everyone else is out sick or replacing someone else who is sick. Hopefully, we'll be back tomorrow with a better show with everyone on it, pending everyone feeling well. But this
Health
is what we have for
most
today.
important.
Exactly. So everyone else is on the IR. We're just gonna have a quick show today. Hopefully, be back tomorrow. So we're probably going to leave the news for tomorrow unless anyone has anything important to say, anything they want to note.
Lil Wayne came out with another green and yellow, so that means the Packers have to win the Super Bowl. I think that's just fate at this point. That's the only news that I think is noteworthy.
Did they win when the first one was released?
Yes, they did. 2009 against the Steelers. It was a big one. So,
but that was 2009 Wayne. 2021 Wayne is
true.
washed.
True. I wouldn't say washed.
I would say washed.
I would say he is the creator of the current rap climate of today's music. Him and Jay-Z single-handedly created everyone who's currently popular.
You can't forget about Eminem.
Really?
Though.
Yeah. Well, look, okay. Drake, Nicki Minaj, both signed with Lil Wayne, and that's how he got them. And because Nicki Minaj broke a lot of barriers,
are you going like 6 degrees of
Stallion.
separation or like direct influence? Because if that's, I'm gonna say like more Kid Cudi's, like the more experimental sort of stuff. Like
that's okay.
All the trap of today, that was Future and Migos back in the day. And that was
but before Migos, it was Lil Wayne. That's what I'm saying. Like it all goes back to him. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like indirectly, everyone today is influenced by Wayne of like 03, Block is Hot, but
yeah,
I don't know if you would say directly.
Okay, 2 degrees of separation. That's what I'll go with. 2 degrees.
And then the Travis Scott, I mean, that's Kid Cudi, that's Kanye.
That's true. But then you could go Kanye comes from Jay-Z, and they all span from 2 men.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. So, I mean, anything else? We'll save the real news for everyone else.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, since we're doing a show tomorrow, most likely we'll only pick today. There's only 2 games today. First, we got Rams and Packers. Erin, you want to go first?
Yeah, I clearly just said the Packers have to win the Super Bowl this year. Rams have great defense, but I think Jalen Ramsey's overrated. I have for a long time. I don't think that he's going to be an issue at all for Aaron Rodgers. The biggest part of the defense that's going to be an issue is going to be Aaron Darnold, but we all already knew that. But yeah, I'm going with the Packers easy.
All right, Brady, what do you think?
All right. I'm going to take the Packers. I think it'll be a close game, but I don't think the Rams have enough offense to stop the Packers.
All right, that's fair. See, when I watch this Rams team, they're so hot and cold. 1 week, I mean, they're dismantling Seattle. Seattle could not get anything done. I mean, They made early season MVP Russ. They made him look like Sam Darnold, but Sam Darnold beat them 2 weeks before. So I don't know what to expect. I don't think Ramsey's overrated. I think that's going to be a super interesting matchup between Devontae Adams and Jalen Ramsey. But Aaron Donald, that man is a monster. But so is Aaron Rodgers. And I think I'm going Packers on this one. I think Rams just don't have the offense. I think they have the defense, but not the offense to keep up with Aaron Rodgers.
Plus, we have to acknowledge that, like, it was snowing all day yesterday in Green Bay. And it's a team coming from LA where it's nice and sunny and everything. So that might be a big factor in the game, too.
Oh, definitely. All right, and for the second game of today, we have Ravens and Bills.
Yeah, the Bills Mafia. I got to roll with the Mafia. Like, I should be rolling with my, divisional team. Like, should be going with the Ravens.
I mean, I don't think that applies in the NFL. I think
that's what I
mean, in college, you have your conference and you want them to do well against others. But in your division, you should hate everyone in your division.
I don't know if I hate the Bengals because they give us wins every year.
I mean, I don't. I am very pro Ohio, so Ohio is my team.
Okay.
And then I always say you got to have an AFC team and an NFC team. It's very unlikely they play each other unless they both make the Super Bowl,
and at that point, you're just really
once every 4 years when they play like their other division, the NFC division, but.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to have an AFC team and an NFC team to root for, but then I kind of hedge my bets with Browns and Bengals.
True.
I mean, being basically right in the center.
Yeah, I was going to say, everyone, like, middle of Ohio, you're in Columbus, like, people in the middle of Ohio, they can just pick which one is doing better each week, and then they can be like, that's my team. But yeah, I'm going to go with the Bills, also because I like Josh Allen has looked great these past few weeks. I like him. I like the Bills fan base, and I think that they deserve it. To me, like, the ideal teams to win would be the Browns and the Bills, just because both fan bases really, really like deserve it. Yeah. So don't get me wrong though. Like, Lamar's a beast. He's beaten that stigma of him, not being able to win a playoff game, even though he's literally been in the league 3 years. That shouldn't even have been a stigma. But yeah, and like J.K. Dobbins, he's done great all season. Like, their Ravens defense isn't bad. Like, I think it's going to be a really good game. But I think the Bills just have more weapons.
All right, you can go first, Socko, because I don't know who to pick.
All right. See, you say the Bills have more weapons. I acknowledge that. Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs have just an insane connection. But this Ravens team, they have the weapons too. I mean, they have Lamar Jackson's the best dual threat quarterback in the NFL right now.
Yep.
Maybe even a top 5 quarterback period in the NFL right now. And then J.K. Dobbins, he is a monster, and it's only his rookie year. I mean, to take Mark Ingram, who was playing on fire last season, and he's not even part of the conversation anymore.
Yeah.
Because J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards are a two-headed monster. And then you still have your receivers. You have Dez Bryant, who –
shocking.
Yeah, he got a touchdown in last week's playoff game. Who would have thought Dez Bryant is catching touchdowns in 2021? But Hollywood, you have so many just weapons on that team. And no discredit to the Bills. I think that's more than the Bills. And then I think this Ravens team, although they underperformed early and their record does not show it, I think they are a better team than last season, just off the addition of those 2 running backs. I mean, they have a running game that could match Tennessee, not Derrick Henry, but Tennessee as general. Between those two make up one Derrick Henry.
On top of each other, just sitting on each other's shoulders.
Yeah, just like the Brady.
So I think this game very much might come down to defense, where you have 2 high-powered offenses and which can contain more. I think the Ravens do that.
Oh, God. Fine. I'm taking the Ravens. I think Lamar's too hard to stop. I think it'll be a close game, though.
This Ravens team, I'm the most scared of in the playoff right now. I think the Browns have a better chance of beating the Chiefs than they do the Ravens.
I don't know.
I'm not saying the Browns will beat the Chiefs. I'll save that to tomorrow. I'll think about it maybe another day. Let it rattle around
see
in
who's
there.
injured, who's, not injured.
The Browns have no one on the COVID list now.
Thank God. But,
knock on wood.
Yeah, we see what they did against the Steelers with 1 practice, no head coach.
Yep. First time all season, the O-line's going to be completely healthy for the Browns. These are all teasers, though, for tomorrow.
Yeah, when the Browns play at their best, I think they can beat anyone. I think that Ravens game, they got off to a slowish start. Baker threw that 1 interception, but since then he didn't look back. He was on fire, on point. And they were neck and neck with the Ravens. And the Ravens were also playing their best ball. I think the Chiefs had come sort of limping into the playoffs. They are not as dominant as they were last year, even 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I think Mahomes is making a lot of silly mistakes that sometimes he gets away with because he's Patrick Mahomes, and sometimes you just look at it like that 1 sack where he took a 30-yard loss. Like, he just kept running back trying to make something happen. And you're looking like, well, I've seen him do this before, but why? What do you have to
if anyone could make it happen, it would be him. But at the same time, that's fundamental, not what you do when you're the quarterback.
Anyways, we'll save Browns-Chiefs talk for tomorrow. Is there anything else anyone wants to say about these games?
No.
Any other games that are of note?
Tomorrow's playoff games, of course, but Ohio State, I'm pretty sure, plays today, basketball at noon, so gonna have to go and turn that on as well. Blue Jackets play, so all of our Ohio teams, they're gonna be repping. Make sure you watch them. But yeah,
I'm looking for a new basketball team because Cincinnati's not doing well. At least
you're taking applications.
Yeah, at least I'm comforted by the fact Kentucky is also not doing well.
True. For the first time in a very long time.
Yeah, they always come March, they always show that graphic. They're like, oh, teams that have made the postseason in the last 10 years, and it's always Cincinnati at 10, like Kentucky at 23, which I think it's a stretch to keep Cincinnati, but I'll keep it in there. That's nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say, listen,
Because it's like
go ahead.
teams that make it in each of the last 10 seasons. Cincinnati 10, Kentucky 23, Kansas 30, and it's like all these other teams at 20, 25 and above, and then Cincinnati at 10. But I'm like, you know what? Throw them in there. Blue blood.
Well, ever since eighth grade when we did the NCAA tournament team pick, Kansas has always been my backup because that's who I had, and they made it to the championship game that year. So no, well, I like still won for having a nice presentation, but my team got second. They lost
to make a presentation for it.
Oh yeah, we had to make a whole big like folded pamphlet, like literally had to have a picture of the team, had to have stats, had to have like the school colors, the name of the gym, the coach, like all that stuff. Like I still am like
in 8th grade when we had the NFL week or NFL day, and we had all these I had the Washington football team, now known as the Washington football team, so that would always have a little soft spot right there.
Exactly. So if you ever need a jump ship to the Jayhawks, they take anybody, just letting you know.
Oh yeah. All right, so I think that's all. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully we'll be back tomorrow. We'll definitely be back next week. And always our shows and previous content is on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter. Get to know when we're hosting next. All right, we'll see you.